Good morning, friends. So, today, welcome once again to this group reading book marathon challenge. As you know, we have already completed our first book on mindset, that is the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. So, today we are going to start with our second book, and I welcome you all to this group reading session. Today, we are going to talk about the book Mindset by Carl S. Dweck. And it is nothing but it's the new philosophy of success. So I'm Vivek Kumar, and I welcome you all to this group reading session. And here we go. So to start with, in our book reading challenge, as we know, what we do is we go ahead and read the summary book. Once you read the summary book, you come to know that, okay, yeah, this is something, this book is great, and I should go ahead, grab the whole book, and just read it in full. So, in a way, this summary book motivates you to go ahead and read the book. In this summary book, with the we'll talk about the new psychology of success, that is fixed versus growth mindset. And in this book, the author has clearly made us understand why it is very much important to have a growth mindset and leave the fixed mindset. Moreover, friends, you can also listen to the podcast on Spotify. And this is because when you go outside, when you are there in the field, you anytime you can listen to the podcast, and the book is remains handy with you. So let's talk about what you're going to do and read in this book. In this book, we'll be talking about the one-line summary first, then we'll discuss the 10 points learning. And apart from that, we'll also talk about a few examples taken from by the author, and go ahead and read the summary, the whole summary. And finally, we'll conclude the book with a conclusion. So to talk about the one-line summary of the book, mindset by uh, the author, The New Psychology of Success by Carl S. Dweck. Mindset by Carl S. Dweck is a book that highlights the importance of adopting a growth mindset, which embraces challenges and views failures as an opportunity to learn and grow, rather than a fixed mindset that limits one's potential. Now, if you go through this entire book, you'll find that the main point that you come across, that you understand what is a growth mindset and how it is different from a fixed mindset. People today are having fixed mindset, and it is not that if you have a fixed mindset you cannot change it to a growth mindset. So this is all about what the author has talked in the whole entire book, that even if you have a fixed mindset, you can definitely work on your mindset and convert it to a growth mindset. So here's the 10 points learning. The first point is individual can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A fixed mindset believes that traits such as intelligence and talent are innate and unchangeable, while a growth mindset believes that those traits can be developed through efforts and hard work. Definitely. Here, when we talk about innate refers to what is there within us. So people say that whether you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, it all depends upon your inner set, your insight, that you come by birth, it comes to you, but it's not like that. A fixed mindset will always think like this, but if somebody has a growth mindset, he can always understand that by the practice, by doing some practice, by doing regular work, we can definitely change our mindset from from fixed to growth mindset. Now, the second point of learning is a growth mindset leads to greater achievement and resilience. Individuals with growth mindset tend to be more motivated to learn and to persist in the face of obstacles, leading to greater achievements and resilience in the long run. So, as the learning is quite clear, but I would like to explain you what is the meaning of the word resilience here. Here, the resilience refers to the ability to recover from setbacks. So if you have a growth mindset, even if you get a setback, you will have the ability to recover. You will always find yourself some solution by which you can recover from the problems. You always adapt to changes if you have a growth mindset. So that's what resilience is. And if you are resilient, you are going to achieve everything in your life. You are going to achieve the success. For example, here's a great example. I started this book reading marathon challenge with the hope that everybody wants to learn more. And definitely everybody wants to learn. There are a lot of messages, there are a lot of appreciations. But when it comes to joining the classes at 7:30, you know, it's tough. But I know it's a resistance. There are so many things, but should I be, if I, as I have a growth mindset, I'll continue with it. I'll keep on doing this till people start understanding this and start joining this and start understanding the importance of this group reading marathon challenge. This challenge helps you or pushes you to pick up a book, complete it within a week, which you may not be able to do if you have a fixed mindset. You'll always be thinking to read the book, but which I was having earlier, and you'll never complete the book. But if there is somebody with a growth mindset who is there to push you on every day, you're there to go and you'll complete your book. So individuals with growth mindset tend to be more motivated to learn and to persist in the face of obstacles, leading to great achievements and resilience. Now, the third point of learning is praising efforts, not ability, fosters a growth mindset. Means you need to praise the effort of a person. It's not, the ability whether the person is able to do it or not, do it 100% correct or not, but whether the person had put the effort, that sets him apart. When we praise children for their effort and hard work rather than their innate ability to encourage growth mindset. So what we're doing, we are encouraging a growth mindset and help them to embrace challenges and see failures as their opportunity to learn. So always remember, always try to appreciate your children for their efforts. Even if they don't tell them that you don't have the ability to do this or you don't have, by birth, you cannot do this. No, it's not that. If you are having a growth mindset, if you can develop a growth mindset, the child, he or she can learn the art and do it. The fourth point is the brain is malleable and can change over time. Now, what is malleable? Malleable means, something that can be hit, and you can, by hitting, you can press it. Once you press it, you can change it into, you can mold it into some other shape. And in the course, you don't break it. So if something is malleable, it can be pressed, it can be, put to rigorous rigor, and in the course, the thing will not break or it will not crack, but mold into a very valuable thing. So research have shown that brain can be changed and and it can adapt over time, which supports the idea that individuals can develop their ability and talents through hard work and effort. Now, mindsets can also be changed through deliberate effort. While individuals may have a fixed or growth mindset by default, they can work to change their mindset through deliberate efforts and practice. The sixth point is the way we interrupt failure affects our mindset. Individuals with a growth mindset tend to interrupt failure or interpret failure as a temporary setback and an opportunity to learn, while those with a fixed mindset may interpret failure as a reflection of their inner or inherent limitations. So if I fail, I I may think that, okay, it's not within me, I cannot do it, that's why I failed. No, if I have a growth mindset, I'll say that no, this time I failed, I've learned something, let's improve it and do it again, succeed. So that's what the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset will always think of something that will make him understand that, okay, you didn't do it because of these reasons. But if you have a growth mindset, you will always find some reason why you have not done it. You failed it because of these reasons, but you can definitely improve it now, as you have learned it now, and you can proceed to succeed. The seventh point of learning from this book is the efforts and hard work are necessary for achieving long-term success. The idea that genius or innate talent is the key to success is a myth. In reality, sustained effort and hard work are necessary to achieving long-term success. So, if you want to achieve long-term success, be sustainable. Just sustain to what you're doing. Just keep on doing. Forget about the results. The results may be good or bad, but what you're doing matters. Today I'm recording this session, but my video is not good. The reason is my camera is not working. But that cannot be an excuse for me to leave this session or not do this session today, because my camera is not okay. Yes, I know my camera is not okay. My video will not be, good. People will say, okay, what kind of video have you uploaded? But that doesn't matter. It may be for the first time. It may be for this time. Next time I'll get my laptop corrected. I'll get my camera corrected. I'll be good to go. But people who were waiting for this to listen to my class, they will not miss me. I know out of the 100% audience, there will be 5%, 10% of audience who will not care about what kind of camera I'm using, what kind of dress I am wearing, what kind of things are there in my surroundings. They will just concentrate on the book, the knowledge that can they get from this. So friends, efforts and hard work are necessary for achieving long-term success. The idea that genius or innate talent is the key to success is a myth. Sustained effort and hard work are necessary for achieving long-term success. The eighth point is comparison to others can be harmful to our mindset. Comparing ourselves to others can lead to a fixed mindset and a focus on innate abilities rather than effort and hard work. See, if you compare yourself to others, you have a fixed mindset. Don't compare it to others. You are your own competitor. You can always beat yourself. If somebody is doing great, learn from them. Be happy for them. But do not compare yourself or even your children to others. Let them be their own competitors. Now, the ninth point of learning is mindset affects relationships and leadership. A growth mindset can lead to better relationships and more effective leadership, as individuals are more open to feedback and less defensive in the face of criticism. The 10th point of learning is mindset applies to all areas of life. The concept of mindset applies not only to academic and professional success, but it also to the personal growth, relationships, and overall well-being. So friends, these are the 10 learnings. So the main point of all the learnings will be growth mindset and the fixed mindset. If you understand the difference, you are good to go. So let's talk about the detailed summary, and let's read the detailed summary of the book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carl S. Dweck. And so let's talk about the detailed summary. Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carl S. Dweck is a book about the power of mindset and how it can impact one's success and achievement in life. Dweck describes two different mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is one where individuals believe that their ability, intelligence, and talents are innate and cannot be changed. Those with a fixed mindset may avoid challenges and become defensive or give up when they encounter obstacles. They may also compare themselves to others, seeking to prove their innate abilities rather than developing their skills through effort and hard work. On the other hand, growth mindset is one where individuals believe that their abilities and talents can be developed through the hard work, effort, and persistence. Those with a growth mindset embrace challenges and view failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. They focus on the process of learning and development rather than the results or providing their innate, proving their innate abilities. Dweck argues that individuals can change their mindset through deliberate efforts and practice. By praising efforts and hard work rather than innate abilities, parents and educators can help children develop a growth mindset. Similarly, individuals can work to change their mindset by embracing challenges and viewing failures as an opportunity to learn. Dweck also explains how mindset affects relationships and leadership. Uh, Individuals with growth mindset can be more open to feedback and less defensive in the face of criticism. Now, if this happens, so it can lead to better relationship and more effective leadership. In addition, the author also provides an example from the sports, business, and education to illustrate how individuals with a growth mindset can achieve greater success and overcome obstacles. Overall, mindset emphasizes the importance of adapting a growth mindset in order to achieve long-term success and fulfillment in life. By recognizing that abilities and talents can be developed through hard work and effort, individuals can overcome the obstacles, embrace challenges, and achieve their full potential. Now, in this book, the author has used a lot of examples. So let's talk about few of the examples that will explain you some of the concepts explained in the book. The first example comes for the story of John MC Inner. The author uses examples of tennis player John MC Inner to illustrate the difference between a fixed mindset and growth mindset. MC Inner had a fixed mindset earlier in his career, believing that his talent alone would make him a champion. However, after a series of losses and setbacks, he adopted a growth mindset and began to work harder and practice more, ultimately becoming one of the most successful tennis players in history. So, friends, by looking at this example, you can just say that it's not only that theory, it's not only theory, somebody has already applied it, got the result, and not only small results, he became the world champion, and he has become the most successful player in the history of tennis. Now comes the story of Thomas Edison. Everybody knows about him. The author discusses the story of Thomas Edison, who famously tried thousands of times to invent the light bulb before finally succeeding. Edison's persistence and willingness to learn from his failure demonstrates the importance of growth mindset and the belief that failure is an opportunity to learn to grow. So, in my opinion, also there is no better example than Thomas Edison to understand how once you transfer yourself from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, what kind of success you can get. Then comes the study of children and praise. The author has many times used this example. The author conducted a study with children where she praised some of their efforts and others for their intelligence. She found that children praised for their efforts were more likely to embrace challenges and see failure as an opportunity to learn, while praised for their intelligence tended to have a fixed mindset and were more likely to give up when faced with obstacles. So, friends, you can very clearly understand that if you're talking to your children, don't praise them just for their achievements. Praise for their efforts. If you praise for their efforts, they will do the efforts. They will come out with new innovative ideas, and they will go to greater success heights. Now comes the story of Bob Bowman and Michael Phelps. The author uses the story of Bob Bowman, the coach of Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps, to illustrate the power of growth mindset. Bowman encouraged Phelps to embrace challenges and focus on the process of learning and development rather than simply striving for the victory. He never asked him, go and become the world champion. No. Focus on your learning, focus on daily practice, focus on the efforts that you're making every day. This approach helped helps Philip become one of the most successful streamers in the history. Now, the story of Enron. The author discusses the corporate culture at Enron. That's a company which was characterized by a fixed mindset focused on innate abilities and performance metrics rather than learning and development. This ultimately led to the company's downfall as executives became defensive and resistant to feedback rather than embracing challenges and adapting to changing circumstances. So, friends, here that was all about the summary of the book, where we talked about what's the difference between growth mindset and a fixed mindset. If you can understand the difference, you're good to go and you have understood the book. So let's conclude the book. In the conclusion of Mindset, the New Psychology of Success, called as Dweck, emphasizes that adopting a growth mindset is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. She encourages readers to cultivate a growth mindset by embracing challenges, learning from failures, and persisting through obstacles. Dweck also emphasizes the importance of growth mindset in all aspects of life, including personal relationships and leadership. By recognizing that abilities and talents can be developed through efforts and hard work, individuals can become more open to feedback, better at building relationships, and more effective as leaders. Ultimately, Dweck argues that the growth mindset is about achieving success and living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Individuals can find greater joy and fulfillment, embracing challenges and pursuing their passion with persistence and effort. In conclusion, mindset provides a robust framework for understanding how mindset affects achievement and success. So, friends, this book is an iconic example of how mindset can work for you. If you can change your mindset from fixed mindset to growth mindset, you can definitely touch greater heights. So, by adopting growth mindset and learning to embrace challenges and learn from failures, individuals can achieve more excellent success, tremendously better relationship, and live a more fulfilling life. So, friends, thank you very much for being a part of this group reading session. And I expect each one of you to go ahead, pick up the whole book, which I've already provided in the form of PDF. Go through the book. Now, my motto to give series of books on the same topic, like at present we're talking about mindset. Earlier we talked about habits. The idea behind this is that when you, if you suppose you are going to learn 7 books on mindset, 60% of the concepts remain same. You go on repeating these concepts. That's why those concepts becomes yours. Now, why I ask you to share your learnings in the group? It is because, do you know that 80% of your learning or the retention that what you learn happens only when you teach somebody or when you share something with somebody. You go read something, you get 5%. You can retain 5% of it. You go read something and do it, do it simultaneously. You retain 15% more, means you retain 20%. But 80% of the retention always happens when you share it with somebody. So try to learn few chapters every day, share it on the WhatsApp or the Facebook group, and that will help you retain the learnings. So, friends, thank you very much once again. And we'll be coming out with our 3rd book next week, 7:30. Please be there with for this group reading marathon challenge. I, Vivek Kumar, signing off for today. Thank you very much.